We would like to introduce a patient of ours, Tom Townsend. And Tom has been the focus of the case presentations throughout the day. And we've gone through his story from when he was a stable Fontan patient to an unstable Fontan patient to a failing Fontan patient, and eventually through the heart and liver transplantation, which he has gotten. Now, Tom has been with the UCLA ACHD Center since he was 18 years of age. At 1983, he was referred from Children's Hospital. He was taken care of by Dr. Perloff, by Pam Miner, by John Child, by myself, by members of our team. We've grown to know him very well and to just absolutely adore Tom. And his wife Gina and his son Logan as well are here. So, Tom, we would love for you to just come up and for a few minutes tell the audience here about your journey and how you're doing now. Come on up. One other thing I should mention, his Fontan operation, which was done here in 1983, was done by that man there, Dr. Hillel Lax. And his heart and liver transplantation were done by Dr. Kaldas, Dr. Van Arsdale, and Dr. Binwali.
Thank you, Dr. Abeloson. Dr. Abeloson just asked if I would just tell a little bit about my story. And I did come here in 1983. I was going to Children's Hospital, and they were actually going to do a third shunt bypass, or Blaylock shunt. And my mom had actually heard about this program from someone at Daniel Freeman Hospital, not Children's. And so we switched, and that's when I first met Dr. Perloff and Dr. Childs and Dr. Lax. And they proposed the Fontan procedure. And at the time, it was seemed like a cure-all. Like that was going to be, the definite cure to my single ventricle. And so we went ahead and made the decision to leave Children's and come to UCLA, and underwent the Fontan. And unfortunately, something happened. It closed up or something. They had to redo it 2 years later. But after that, things started really picking up, and I was able to go off to college and everything. And then I went through the arrhythmia started a couple of years later, and then maybe I had a blood clot a few years later, but all the time going through the program with Dr. Childs and Dr. Perloff. And we got to, my life was going good. I was working full time. Met my wife, started a family, over probably a 20-year period. And then we started talking about, actually Dr. Perloff had first retired, and then Dr. Childs retired, and Dr. Abeloson and Dr. Reardon came on. And one thing I want to say is about the program is Dr. Childs and Dr. Perloff, they always kind of let the patient be himself, and I think that really, they allowed me to do whatever go off to school, ride motorcycles, and just live a normal life, play golf. And Dr. Abeloson and Dr. Reardon, they stuck with that, and I think that's what's kind of helped me so much over the years. And then probably a couple of years ago, we started talking about the possibility of a transplant. And went through the whole evaluation process, which was like a two-year process. Did that, and as we noticed the liver was starting to kind of fail a little bit, and the kidneys were starting to fail. And so that was the time that we all kind of decided it was time to go in, and we went in and put me on a drip for the kidneys to try and help those. And I was waited for, it was 7 weeks to the day. And we got a heart and a liver. And we did the transplant. And everything's going good. Everything's going well. I'm back working full time. Just started riding mountain bikes. Just bought a mountain bike last week. So started doing that. And haven't quite got all my strength back completely, but it's getting there. And the infections, I've had a couple infections that I've been hospitalized, and the potassium's been a little bit of a trick. And the kidneys seem to be trending in the right direction. So everything went well. Had a little during the procedure. I had the way I was positioned. I had some nerve damage in my leg, and it caused a severe drop foot. And so it took about six months, and I finally got a brace, and now I'm able to really increase my mobility and made my recovery that much better, because it was kind of hard to walk in the beginning and hard for my recovery to start happening. But once I got the brace and my mobility, I could start walking around and doing more things and wanting to go out more. Everything just seems to be good. And I just want to really say thank you to everybody, especially Dr. Abeloson and Dr. Childs and Dr. Lax and Dr. Van Arsdale and Dr. Caldas. It's just, I'm here and I'm living a normal life. Day to day, I work full time, and looking forward to my son growing up and riding my motorcycle and everything else. So that's pretty much my story, and I just want to say thanks to everybody in this room, because you guys really helped me.